Welcome to TDS Online Maths. All right, now we want to differentiate from the first principle, okay? With the first principle, okay? Now, there is a formula for finding or differentiating from the first principle, okay? And it goes like this: f prime of x, okay, which is the same as dy dx, okay, and is the limit as h approaches to 0, okay, and we have f of x plus h minus f of x on h. So that's the formula. Okay, now let's pay attention here. So we are going to differentiate, okay, from this, okay, with the help of this. Now, this one is a function notation, so you say once f of x equals to 7x squared minus 1 over x. So if it is f of x, let's find f. So this is f of x. Let's find f of x plus h. Okay. So the trick here is that, okay, where you see x, just put where you see x, just put x plus h there. Okay. So we have x squared here and we have x here, so I'll plug in x plus h. Okay, so we have 7, so the x squared will be x plus h squared minus 1 over x, that is x plus h. So this one is f of x plus h. Okay, so we have f of x here, and then we have f of x plus h. So let's do the substitution. Okay, so I'll start from divide the x. So divide the x. So we have limits as h approaches to 0. So f of x plus h minus f of x, and f of x plus h is here, that is 7. Okay, we have 7 x plus h all squared minus 1 over x plus h. Remember, we are subtracting, so minus f of x, we have to introduce brackets because the negative will affect. Look, minus f of x, so this minus will affect the f of x. So the f of x is the function, that is 7x squared minus 1 over x. So 7x squared minus 1 over x all over h. Okay, so the next step, I will deal with the bracket. Okay, limit as h approaches to 0. So let's expand this. So we have 7x squared, okay, so x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 1 on x plus h. So we have this one. So let's open this, minus 7x squared, then we have plus 1 over x all over h. Very important. Okay, so from here we can expand the bracket, so that will be, so limit as h approaches 0. So let's 7x squared plus 14xh plus 7h squared minus 1 on x plus h minus 7x squared plus 1 over x all over h. All right, now let's look at the numerator. Okay, so if we can cancel something out, yes, we have this going. So I will leave it 14xh plus 7x squared minus. So let's go. So divide x, limit as h approaches to 0. So 14xh 7h squared 14xh plus 7h squared minus 1 on x plus h, okay, plus 1 over x. 1 over x all over h. Okay, so let's go as we are approaching the answer. So we are going to do something here. Now, very careful with the numerator because of the fractions. If you're not careful, you get it wrong. Okay. So we have limit as h approaches to 0. So we have 14xh plus. So let's arrange this one as plus 1 over x minus 1 over x plus h. So this is a fraction. We are going to deal with them over h. Now let's look at the fraction as h is 0. So we have 14xh plus 7h squared. So let's find the LCM. Okay, the LCM of this side will be x to bracket x plus h. Okay, so x into this will be x plus h. So x plus h minus x plus h in this will be x all over h. So from here, limit as h approaches to 0, 14xh plus 7h squared. So this one will cancel, x will cancel, minus x. So I will leave it plus h on. So let's expand this one, x squared plus sh all over h. All right, now from here there is something very, very important. Now we need to take h out on the numerator so that it will cancel this one. So from here, so limit as h approaches to 0. So we want to bring h out here, h squared h. Okay, so h out, 14x plus 7h plus 7h because this one is squared and one has been taken out, plus, so I have h from here, so I will have it 1 over x squared plus sh all over h. Now let's confirm again. So we have h here, x squared plus sh. So from here, h will cancel h. of limit. So limit as 8 approaches to 0, 14 x plus 7h plus 1 on x squared plus xh. Now from here, since h is approaches to 0, we'll plug in the where we see h here. So limit as h approaches 0 have 14x plus 7 times 0 plus 1 on x squared plus x times 0. Okay, so limit as h approaches to 0. So this side will go, this side will go. Allow 14x plus 1 on x squared. So this is the answer. So we have this. Once we plug in the 0, our divide x or f prime of x will yield this answer. Okay.